Hey, and welcome to the club. This is your May transfer, Hello Summer, and I'm going to show you how to build these quick and cool layers. Your Club Couture shipment this month comes with the B-size Hello Summer transfer and 3 paste packets in guava, eucalyptus, and wild berry. I've got my 3 pastes here and some small dishes to use for those, as well as a jar of white paste, which you may have gotten as part of the startup kit. Of course, my transfer and a fuzzing cloth, some scissors, a marker, and small squeegee, and the surface I've chosen is the 10 by 10 inch boutique board. For quick cleanup, I've got a water bath and some paper towels on hand. I'm just cutting apart the layers along the cut lines, and I'll label the backers using a permanent marker to make matching them up with the transfers much easier. I'll begin with the sunglasses frame layer by removing its backer and pressing it to the terry cloth side of our fuzzing cloth, which will soften the adhesive by picking up just a bit of lint. This transfer piece has a lot of open screen area, so it is really important to fuzz it to protect it from stretching. I like it at the top, but I want to make sure my placement is good with the phrase. And now I'll just smooth it out to make sure it's adhered very well. Now to choose colors. I am loving this wild berry for the glasses, and you can't go wrong here. Any combination of these yummy summer colors are so complementary. But I'm going to choose guava. It's probably my favorite color right now. I'll prep my wild berry paste by kneading the packet to make sure it's all mixed and ready, and then snip the corner and squeeze some out. I'm only using a bit here. There's going to be more to use later. Now I'll load up my small squeegee and apply it over the screened area, including the registration marks at the top. I'll just peel this off straight from the side, again to protect it from stretching, and I'll get it and my squeegee washing off in the water. Now I'll move to bright white paste for the phrase, so the glasses have plenty of time to dry before I do that second layer. I'll be putting it in the center here, so I'll get the backer off and fuzz this piece as well. I'll smooth it on the board and load up my squeegee with white. I'm applying the paste, and then I'll get this peeled off, and it looks so sharp. Now back to our sunglasses. You can see here the color difference indicating that this is drying kind of from the outside in, and I want to make certain it is plenty dry before I attempt a second layer. I've given it a bit more time, and now I think it's ready. Using a layered design, fuzzing becomes even more important because we really don't want to risk it pulling up the first layer. Now the registration marks here are so great because they really take any guesswork out of your lens placement. And then I'm going to just very gently press it down. I'll prep my guava paste just like before, kneading and squeezing it out onto my dish, and then get this loaded up and smoothed over the glasses. So perfect. Then all I have to do is wipe these little registration marks off, and it's all done. So quick, so cute, so summery, and just the perfect welcome to a long-awaited season of sunshine and fun.
Looking for a way to make beautiful home decor and support a great cause? With each purchase of this beautiful transfer, we donate $2 straight to Watts of Love to help with the amazing cause of bringing light to those in need. We have created a beautiful 8-in frame chalkboard to remind you to give back and have a generous mindset. I've gathered all my supplies to make this quick and easy project, including my Watts of Love longer table transfer, a 9x12 8-in gallery chalkboard, 2 Chalkology pastes, and all the tools I need. The first thing I'm going to do is prep my transfer by removing the backer and pressing it down on our fuzzing cloth. This picks up some lint from the fuzzing cloth and gentles the adhesive on the new transfer. Now I'm lining this up on my chalkboard, which is a perfect fit, and smoothing it out so there are no bubbles. Now for the fun part. I'm taking a small squeegee and loading it up with our bright white Chalkology paste. I'm spreading this on, covering all of the screen in a thin coat except for build a longer table. I'll be doing that part next. Because I really want it to pop, I'm going to use our lovely seasonal On Vogue paste in the color Shimmer Melon to finish off this design. Once that's covered, I'm ready to peel. Peeling gently from the top, I'm removing my transfer to reveal the design. Perfection. Have you ever seen DIY be this easy? You can make beautiful home decor in minutes with Chalk Couture, and with this transfer you can lengthen your table by lighting the world with Watts of Love. Happy chalking! Chalkers, it's June and we are so excited to show you this month's Club Couture transfer. It is a beautiful modern styling that is the perfect match for our 9x12 Sylvie chalkboard. It is bright and elegant and it's done in just a few simple steps. This month's shipment comes with everything you see here, the B-sized A Beautiful Thing transfer and 3 paste single packets in the colors Daffodil, Couture Coral, and Eucalyptus for a lovely summer palette. Alright, I've gathered everything I need, so let's get going. The first thing I'm going to do is use my transfer trimmers to cut up the transfer along the provided cut lines. Once I've got all these pieces cut apart, I'll begin to fuzz my transfer. So, starting with the quote, I'll remove the backer and press it down on our fuzzing cloth to pick up some lint and ease the adhesive. This helps a new transfer not be as sticky and avoids stretching the design. After that, it's good to go, so let's get this placed in the center of my board. I'm making sure to smooth it out and get it well pressed down so there are no wrinkles. Perfect! Let's chalk. I'm using a small squeegee and my bright white paste. Bright white is a staple for chalk projects, so make sure you have a jar handy. I'm just going to cover this entire screen area with a thin layer of paste, and I'm making sure to remove any excess as well. Once that's covered, let's peel this off. I love the look of bright white on our black chalkboards. It just looks so crisp. Okay, now let's get our paste singles ready to go. The first thing I'm going to do is knead the packet to make sure it's well mixed. Then cut it open and squeeze it into my tray. I'll do this with all 3 of my paste colors: Daffodil, Couture Coral, and Eucalyptus. Before I move on, I'll just hit this for a second with our quick dry tool to make sure the white is completely dry before layering the other transfer pieces. Okay, I'm now going to fill in the space around the quilt with the rest of the transfer elements, starting with this little round flower. I'll chuck this one in Daffodil. Once that's covered, I'll peel it off, and I'm going to place it again and do the same thing, so I'm working quickly so that I don't have to wash my transfer in between placements. Now let's chuck the hummingbird. He fits perfectly right in here, and I'll place the other flower as well. I think this little hummingbird guy is so darling, so let's make him pop a little bit with Couture Coral. And let's do the same thing with this flower. Perfect. Time to peel. I'm going to reuse that flower down here because it's just too cute not to use again. Let me dry this really quick before I move on to the finishing touches. For the last couple of steps, I'm going to use the greenery transfer elements and my eucalyptus paste to fill in some empty spaces. I think eucalyptus is the perfect home decor green. It's bright and beautiful but has a touch of blue to cool it off so it isn't overpowering my palette. I'm just going to keep going with the same process of placing, chalking, and peeling to finish out. We're just about there. This is the last leaf and then we're done. Oh, you guys, this piece turned out stunning and it was so easy and fun to make. A beautiful thing is never perfect. However, with Chalk Couture, you can get pretty close. Embrace the beauty of homemade with this month's Club Couture. Happy chalking!